Hello, everybody, and welcome to my WWE WrestleMania Backlash or Backlash. I just call it Backlash. I do not like it when they say WrestleMania Backlash. One of my co-hosts, Isaiah, he kind of made a good point about this. It's like they're trying to make WrestleMania into Lollapalooza. I even said at one point, WrestleMania ain't even one time a year. It's like three, four different times a year, depending on any of these big super shows they keep trying to put on with almost like a giant WrestleMania damn near crowd. But it's almost like they're trying to make WrestleMania like Lollapalooza or some type of festival now. Because, like, you have two nights of WrestleMania now. They call it WrestleMania Raw. It's WrestleMania SmackDown. Now it's WrestleMania Backlash. I'm surprised they didn't call it WrestleMania NXT or WrestleMania Stand and Deliver throughout that whole weekend. It's like, well, this is like it's WrestleMania, but it's not WrestleMania, but it's like WrestleMania. Or it's 2 days of WrestleMania. It's like you want to give out like 5 days of WrestleMania, or because let's be honest, before WrestleMania only came like once a year. Now it feels like it comes like at least 5 times out of the year. It looks like, or whatever they try to title this. I don't like that they call it WrestleMania Backlash, even though yes, some of these matches are rematches from WrestleMania. I just call it Backlash. Okay, I don't like. I think it's just kind of dumb to call it. It's WrestleMania Backlash. It's dude. It's just Backlash. Okay, you called it Backlash for years. It's just kind of funny now they say WrestleMania Backlash. Like, y'all been calling it Backlash for damn near what, over 20 something years at this point, if I'm not mistaken. At least 15, 20 years. I don't even know, but you called it Backlash for a long time, okay? Listen, going into this show, I didn't really have a care in the world for this. Honestly, I forgot it was Sunday, okay? One other thing I guess can point out right here. Number one, Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. And whatnot. Whether it's your mom or someone that's like your mom, any type of person you look up to as a mother figure, Happy Mother's Day. Wanted to get that out of the way first. But yeah, I did not really care going into this show. If it's one thing when it comes to WWE sometime, and this has been going on for a while, it's like the build up sucks, but then when you actually get to the show, it's not that half bad sometimes. And this may have been one of the none of the cases of this, okay? Because it's like the build up sucks so much. It's like, dude, does anybody really care going into the show? And then when they actually get to the show, like I said, they actually put on some banger of a match then. Okay, but I did not really care. I almost forgot it was Sunday. I didn't even know it was this Sunday. It's like I had no care going into this. It's like, who do we have on the card again? Out of like maybe 2 or 3 matches I really cared about, everything else I couldn't give them a shit. And then again, changes, which we'll get to that match with the one that changed at the last second. So we'll get to that. But what was it? Providence, Rhode Island, and whatnot they were in tonight. I guess they didn't have any pre-show matches, but we did get off to the main show, kicking it off the opener with Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins out there. A great match, okay? Once again, some would say this is probably better than their WrestleMania match and whatnot. WrestleMania probably was bigger given that Cody just came back and the crowd was going ape shit for that entire match and whatnot. Some say it was probably the best one on that card. Um, and stuff. But someone say this was the better than the match they had last time at WrestleMania. I enjoyed this a lot. I thought it was great. I damn near thought it was one of the best things out of the entire night. I think the crowd popped big when Cody was going to, go for his own pedigree on Seth when Seth had tried to go up for it and stuff. But Cody getting a crossroads, Rollins getting out of it, Cody pushing him into the ropes, like I say, he's just trying to get the crossroads, but it did not work. And, Seth just, dodging and stuff like, oh, you're not going to fool me like last time at WrestleMania. But when he tried to go for like another crossroads, he ended up rolling him up, holding the tights and getting a 3 count, which, Cody getting another win over Seth Rollins and whatnot. Rollins was pissed at the referee. And then, obviously, I guess they'll probably come back to this again, maybe at Hell in a Cell for next month's pay-per-view. And, Chicago, I don't think I'm really going to that one. I think my friend is going, one or two of them, but I don't think I'm going to be going to the Hell in a Cell show. But yes, with this match here, I thought it was great. It was great. Some would say damn near better than the first one they had. They had a good 20 minutes out there. Great opener. Set the crowd up hot and everything. So yes, Cody getting the win right here. I'm not really surprised in general. I figured he was going to win anyways. So will they have another match? Maybe a Hell in a Cell? I don't know, but we'll see if that happens. But Cody getting the win here. Like I said, great match in general. I liked it, so good, good with him. So yeah, Cody got the win right here. Next we had Almost versus Bobby Lashley. Almost having MVP out there with him. I will say this match was once again this was better than their WrestleMania match. Okay, um, in a way. Now, not a surprise with Lashley getting a win back at Mania and stuff. But MVP getting heavily involved, mostly kind of telling almost what to do out there and stuff. Trying to distract Lashley, doing what he can to get almost for the win. Even I like what he said. Call Lashley. He's too small and everything, but this was a battle of like giants and everything. Like I said, Lashley is just the guy out there. All right, he really is. Come on, I'm not surprised he had even just carry almost in this Omos in this match. I know he got almost Omos caught into the ropes. MVP using his cane to free almost from the ropes after he was tied up in there. You know, Lashley throwing back in the ring, trying to get that hurt lock and everything, but it did not work. Omos even him with a big boot and stuff. Lashley trying to suplex him, it did not work. He tried to go for a spear, but almost got him with the knee, and basically Lashley into the ropes and stuff, which MVP uses Kane to hit Lashley from behind, as almost was distracting the ref and whatnot. Almost ended up getting his finisher, that choke bomb and whatnot, getting the win over Lashley. So, and what do you think about it? Some would say 50-50 booking right here, but Omos, I figured he was going to get the win anyways. It was by distraction with MVP, but I figured he would get the win just in general after he lost to Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. But I'm sure we'll see what happens in the rubber match whenever that comes up. Next, Edge versus AJ Styles. I enjoyed this match. Once again, this was way better than their WrestleMania match. It really was. Because what happened at WrestleMania, I don't know what was up with WrestleMania. It just did not turn out well there, which, once again, we can go to the argument of AJ having these super big matches at Mania that almost never really get out of first gear most of the time. And we saw how that ended, and fans were not really into it that much. This one, like I said, this was better than their WrestleMania match, okay? I did enjoy this. Edge focusing on AJ Styles' arm and everything, which I did like when AJ hit the Styles clash with one arm and stuff, even covering him, but Edge kicking out of there. Styles going for the forearm, but Edge ended up, but AJ ended up going to the top rope. Maybe he was going to go for the spinal tap. I'm not really sure. But Damian Priest walked out, even though he was banned. Next thing you know, Finn Balor came in and brawled with Damian Priest in the ring, which I'm almost surprised that wasn't even well, you can't DQ since none of them were hit out there, but they ended up fighting inside of the ring and stuff. But next this masked individual showed up, pushed AJ Styles off the ropes, and AJ got him into like a crossface, like a sleeper hold. Basically, AJ didn't tap, but I guess he passed out, and the referee called it from there, and whatnot. But right after the masked person got in the ring, and it ended up being Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley now having dark hair and whatnot. Basically raised her arms up with Edge, which the rumors are now true. Which I figured it was going to be Ripley. It's been heavily rumored for a good minute now that she was going to be joining up with Edge's crew, Judgment Day. So Rhea Ripley already turned heel, like, what, about a week or two ago, which we didn't know what kind of direction she was going to be going in, other than face of Liv Morgan. But, everybody was calling that she's got to join up with Edge and them. So, I figured this was going to happen. So, at least Ripley's got some direction right now, with Edge's Judgment Day crew, with, him, Damian Priest, and now Rhea Ripley. Like I said, dark hair Ripley now, too. So, we'll see where this goes, okay? But overall, still, Edge and AJ had a really good match. Like I said, better than the damn WrestleMania match they had not that a month ago. So there you go. Then again, I think the crowd was already looking to see if she was gonna, come in and interfere. But yeah, we ended up having that. Next, Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey in an I Quit match for the SmackDown Women's title. And this match was gritty. Let me say that. These women beat the living hell out of each other out there. Which, one thing I thought was funny when they kept trying to talk on the mic, saying like, "All right, bitch, I'm gonna break your arm." Like, let's go, bitch. They're just doing that. But they just going over the barricade, chopping each other, asking, who's gonna quit and stuff. Uh, Rousey throwing her into the timekeeper area, but Charlotte getting with a big boot, knocking her down. Um, and whatnot, even getting some kendo sticks. Rousey had her own kendo stick and chased Flair to the top of the stage, but Charlotte ended up having two kendo sticks, then using both of them combined to hit Rousey with fighting her back all the way to the ring and stuff, hitting her with the kendo stick several times, asking if she's gonna quit, but Rousey ended up taking the sticks from her, beating her with it. Charlotte said she wouldn't quit and everything. They kind of got back to the ring. Right after that, they went into the crowd and brawled with each other. One thing they kept showing was Charlotte checking on her arm, see if it was okay and stuff. So they kept saying, "Is the arm okay? Is the arm okay?" A lot of checking up on the arm, which they even, what like they used the hockey boards, kind of down there brawling into each other with. Um, Even Charlotte, like a camel clutch onto the like one of the handrails into the crowd, which did not work. Rousey still didn't give up. They end up going back down the stairs. But as I said before, basically, they end up going back down to the stairs and everything. I know they end up damn near getting some chairs and stuff, and trying to put one over. They trying to put each other through the announce table, I think. It looked like, but next thing you know, they end up getting back over the barricade. Rousey trying to go for the Piper's Pit. Charlotte getting out of it. Charlotte running Rousey into the steel steps. Then after that, and basically, I guess Charlotte, they went to like the apron, and I guess she was like upside down and everything, and Rousey got her with the arm bar while she was upside down, even just wrenching on the arm, which Charlotte ended up flipping herself over, and they both landed onto the floor. And then Charlotte ended up getting a chair, hitting Rousey with several times, getting her into the ring, hitting an actual selection onto the chair. Rousey still did not quit, going for the figure eight and whatnot. Was not gonna quit, and Charlotte getting the chair, and ended up just telling Rousey to stay down and whatnot. But then she ended up getting the chair and told Ronda, "This is your last chance." And then she said, "Happy Mother's Day." And Rousey ended up just pulling Charlotte into the chair, caught into her arm, which just wrenching it and just wrenching as much as she could until Charlotte said she didn't quit. And then Rousey, I'm saying, I was hoping you'd say that, bitch, and just wrenched on the arm until Charlotte finally gave up. So I would say this match was literally way better than a WrestleMania match, okay? Because the WrestleMania, wow, that was not good. But this right here, you know, once again, gritty match. They beat the hell out of each other. Rousey got the win, and whatnot. So wasn't really surprised with her getting the title here, anyways. Given like I said, what happened in Mania and stuff. So because some thought Charlotte probably would have won again, but like I said, this was a way better match than what they had at WrestleMania and stuff. So like I said, not bad at all. Pretty brutal, if you ask me. So, not bad. Rousey's the champion, so we'll see where this goes on from here. I know they end up showing a promo for Money in the Bank. I don't know why Cody tried to say only one man and one woman will compete for a chance to main event WrestleMania. I don't remember Money in the Bank working like that. Last time I checked, Money in the Bank could be cashed at any time before WrestleMania. But unless they change the rules up, I have no clue. Next, Madcap Moss went against Happy Corbin. I was halfway paying attention to this match, and the crowd was also. All I just know is that Madcap Moss won because Corbin did a little slide under the ring thing and tried to get Moss. Moss dodged it. Ended up hitting the sunset flip with the pin, beating Corbin. As Corbin looked surprised he was beat. I'm surprised this match went like 10 minutes, but come on, Moss is honestly going to get the win anyways. I don't care much for this feud. It's just a battle between two laughing hyenas out there with these ridiculous gimmicks, Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. Like, I call them hyenas now, okay? They were a team, now they're against each other. So the hyenas continue to battle. So this was a match I just did not really care about, and nor did the crowd. But in the main event, we did get the Bloodline Roman Reigns and the Usos versus Drew McIntyre and RK-Bro or RK McBro. Okay. What can I say about this match? This match, it was going to be a great six-man. Now, I'm sure a lot of people don't like that they literally reneged at the last second on doing the whole unification tag team title thing after you built it for 3 weeks. But then I guess at the last second, they're like, nah, we're not going to do that. It's almost like they needed Roman on the show, so we'll make it a six-man. Or they just thought the whole unification tag team title was a bad idea, given that Roman is holding 2 belts as it is already. Um, like I said, this was action-packed match. It wasn't bad. You knew it was going to happen. Fans are super over with RK-Bro or just Randy Orton himself in general, but um, I enjoyed this match. It was a fun match. A lot of crazy stuff. I liked when Orton got in the ring and just RKO'd Roman, which looked like a damn stunner, and then Jimmy Uso ended up super kicking Orton. Then he just drops him with an RKO, going for the pin. Did not work. Drew coming in, hitting him with the Roman with the damn the what is it, the Claymore kick out there and stuff, taking him out, Riddle going out there, what was it, hitting doing like the Viper pose and then doing, the floating bro and stuff, going for his own RKO, which he did from the top rope onto, I think it was Jey Uso out there, but, Orton outside, Reigns ended up hitting the Superman punch off the steel steps, McIntyre, throwing Roman to the steps then, which, he could announce table in, was going to put him through it, but Jimmy distracted him. Roman hit with a Uranagi through the table and whatnot, which Jey Uso and Riddle was still in the ring, but it ended up with, like I said, Jey got hit with the RKO, and then Reigns got himself tagged in, and, ended up spearing Matt Riddle, getting the win. So I'm not really surprised the Bloodline won this match, given they had to give Roman a strong win right here. I'm assuming Drew McIntyre will be next in line for the title. You think maybe the Bloodline would have got beat here, or maybe Roman would have got pinned, but it's very rare now you even beat Roman Reigns right now. Okay? So, and stuff. But, yeah, it's very kind of rare in a way you beat him. And probably could have took the loss right here just to set up Drew for the title. But I think Drew will get a title shot one way or another by Hell in a Cell. Okay? Like I said, this whole show, it wasn't even bad. It's just like I didn't really care coming into this. But it's one of those things WWE does a lot. That the build-up sucks that you don't care. But then when you actually watch the match, hey, the show's not pretty bad and everything. But a lot of this was just rematches from WrestleMania. Okay? All of this was literally rematches from Mania. Just from Cody and Seth to Ronda and Charlotte to AJ and Edge out there. But they weren't bad matches, though. Okay, they really weren't. Some would say Cody and Seth was probably the best match on this show. I probably would have to agree in a way. It really was that great of a match out there. But like I said, all of this was really rematch on rematch on rematch on rematch. Lashley and Almost, which was it was okay. I can say that. Like I said, the women's title was a real gritty match, beating the hell out of each other. What else? Like I said, Edge and AJ was way better than Mania, and Rhea Ripley ended up joining the whole Judgment Day thing, so that was something. Moss and Corbin, I couldn't really give two shits about. And, Bloodline, RKO, RK-Bro, and Drew McIntyre. Like I said, fun tag match. Enjoyable main event. The show was what it was, okay? So, like I said, it wasn't a bad show. It's just like I said before, it was kind of really hard caring about what coming into this, but it ended up being some really good matches. Way better than the ones they had at WrestleMania with each other, okay? Seth and Cody were already good as it was, but shit, I probably say it was probably better than their first one. All right, but some of these rematches I could see probably needed to happen. Like I said, AJ and Edge, which I already discussed the whole Edge, not by that Edge, but AJ putting them big matches like at Mania, then they don't end up being really that good. But when the rematch comes and being better than one, it was supposed to be at the bigger show. Okay, we've seen it before with AJ Styles. Like WrestleMania comes, you get the big show, doesn't end up being good, but the next show it ends up being a match that should have been good at the first show when it was the bigger show. Okay, like I said, that's all I really got from this show. Okay, so Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash. This was one of those shows that felt like a throwaway in a way, but it was still good nonetheless. But it was really hard to really care coming into this thing, given how shitty the build up was. Because, like I told you before, there's people I know that really forgot Backlash was Sunday. They really forgot it was this Sunday. All right, I almost forgot myself. I had to remind myself that Backlash was on Sunday. So that tells you something, okay? But other than that, though, that's all I really got to say about Backlash, Mania Backlash, whatever you want to call this show. It's Backlash at the end of the day. All right, but other than that, I'm out of here. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Hooded Knight 890. Check out my Under Siege review from Saturday. Really good show last night. Check that out. Or any other review that is uploaded online right now. But other than that, I'm out. See you guys then. Happy Mother's Day and peace.